The room is still the same. Light comes through the window. Nothing asking me to move, nothing pulling me away. Steps outside are passing slow. Voices fade into the air. I don't follow, I don't stay. I'm just standing somewhere near. No need to name this moment, no need to understand. It's only time moving gently like it always can. I breathe in, I breathe out, nothing more is happening. The sound stays right behind me where it doesn't need attention. I don't need a reason now, I don't need a better place. Everything is already here, everything can stay the same. No beginning, no ending, just a line that keeps going. Like a day without a title, like a song without a frame. I let the hours pass me by, I let the noise fall away. Nothing changes, nothing breaks, just let the day stay. I breathe in, I breathe out. The sound keeps its distance, not asking to be heard, not asking to be felt. It stays low, it stays calm, never standing in the front. Just another layer of air, just another moment gone. No need to hold this feeling, no need to make it last. It will fade on its own, like everything else does. So I let it play behind me while the day moves on its way. Nothing more, nothing less, just let the day stay. Without a sound, shadows rest along the wall. Nothing waiting for my name, nothing calling me at all. The window stays half open, air comes in and drifts away. I don't follow where it goes, I don't ask it where it stays. There's no meaning in this moment, no direction, no reply. It's just minutes passing slowly without asking me why. I hear the day behind me like a voice I don't need to hear. It stays low, it stays distant, always close but never near. Nothing in particular, nothing I should hold. Every sound is only passing, every thought gets old. I sit with what is already here. I don't try to change the tone. Everything feels even now. Nothing asking to be known. No beginning, no release, no highlight in the frame. Just a line that keeps on moving, always nearly the same. I hear the day behind me, never step into the front. It stays quiet, it stays steady, never needing what I want. Nothing in particular, nothing left to say. Just a layer in the background while the hours drift away. I let it stay unfinished, I let it fade alone. Nothing ends, nothing starts, nothing asking to be shown. The clock moves without a sound. The room remains the same. Nothing more is happening, and that's enough to stay. Morning stays without a sound. Light moves slowly on the floor. Nothing waiting at the door, nothing more than before. The air feels thin and open, like it doesn't want a name. Every moment looks the same, and that's fine the way it stays. Cars go by without a shape, footsteps fade before they land. I don't turn to see them leave, I don't need to understand. There's no reason to be early, there's no reason to be late. Everything is already moving at its own unmarked pace. The hours pass me quietly, not asking to be seen. They stay somewhere behind the sound, somewhere in between. No signal, no reminder, no moment standing out. Just a line that keeps unfolding without turning around. I stay where the volume ends, where the edges feel undone. Nothing asking to be held, nothing trying to become. Breathing in the open space, letting seconds overlap. Every sound feels unfinished, like a thought that won't attach. The hours pass me quietly, like weather in the room. Never changing where I am, never leaving too soon. I don't follow what comes next, I don't mark the time it takes. Every part stays even now, every sound knows where it stays. Nothing ends, nothing calls, nothing needing to be said. Just the hours passing quietly, moving past then moving ahead. The sound arrives without a shape, resting lightly in the space. Nothing sharp along the edges, nothing asking for a place. Air moves slow across the room, like it's passing through, not in. Every tone feels slightly back, never close against the skin. The day stays open quietly, no signal pulling at the frame. Everything already moving, everything remains the same. I hear it held in open air, not behind and not ahead, just a layer moving evenly where the noise has gently left. No direction in the moment, no intention in the sound. Every second stays connected, but never tightly bound. A light falls flat across the floor, shadows soften as they land. I don't follow where they go, I don't need to understand. I hear it held in open air, always present, never near, clear enough to stay unnoticed, soft enough to disappear. Nothing rises, nothing fades, nothing trying to begin. Every sound already passing as the next one settles in. The space stays wide and comfortable, the air remains unchanged. Nothing needing my attention, nothing needing to be named. I hear it held in open air while the day continues on. Never louder, never quieter, just enough to carry on. The sound arrives without a shape and leaves the same exact way. Nothing more is happening, and it's fine to let it stay. The space stays open as it is, nothing closing in around. Every sound feels slightly back, resting just outside the ground. Air moves freely through the day, never stopping, never fast. I don't hold it as it passes, I don't ask how long it lasts. There's no weight inside the moment, nothing leaning to the front. Every tone is evenly placed, never sharp and never blunt. I stay where nothing presses in, where the edges fall away. Every sound knows where to sit, every second knows its place. Light spreads thin across the street. Shadows soften as they move. I don't follow where they end. I don't need a point of view. The sound remains in open air, always present, never near, clear enough to feel its shape, soft enough to disappear. Nothing rises, nothing drops, no attention asked or earned. Every layer stays connected, but no center ever forms. I stay where nothing presses in, where the volume stays low, just enough to keep it moving, just enough to let it go. Time continues without marks. Every minute feels the same. Nothing calling for a change, nothing asking for a name. The space stays open as it is and slowly moves along. Nothing more is happening, and nothing feels gone. The air stays where it is, not moving fast or slow. Every sound remains aligned with nowhere else to go. Light settles into place across the open view. Nothing waiting for a shift, nothing pulling something new. There's no signal in the distance, no reply I need to make. Every moment stays connected without a step to take. Nothing asking to change, nothing leaning either way. Every tone already balanced as it quietly stays. I hear the sound around me, not ahead and not behind, just a layer moving evenly with the passing of the time. No edge sharp enough to notice, no weight heavy enough to feel. Everything remains unfinished in a way that feels ideal. Nothing asking to change, nothing calling out a name. Every second fits the space, every sound remains the same. The day continues gently, without marking where it's been. Every part already moving, but not asking to begin. I don't follow where it leads, I don't hold what fades away. Everything is already here, and it's fine to let it stay. Nothing asking to change, nothing pressing in or out, just the sound remaining steady as the minutes move about. The air stays where it is and slowly carries on. Nothing more is happening, and nothing feels withdrawn. stays calm and wide. Nothing moving close to me. Every sound keeps its own place. Every step stays evenly. Light rests softly in the air. Not too warm and not too cold. I don't follow where it lands. I just let it gently hold. There's a space between the moments where the volume stays low. Nothing reaching for my focus, nothing asking me to know. The day keeps its distance, never leaning in too near. Every sound remains beside me, always present, always clear. I hear the air around the sound more than any single tone. Everything feels loosely held, never sharp against the bone. No reply is needed here, no direction left to choose. Every second fits the space, nothing pressing me to move. The day keeps its distance like a shadow in the light. Always there but never closer, always fading out of sight. Time continues without weight. Every minute feels the same. Nothing marked as more important, nothing calling out a name. I don't wait for something else, I don't try to hold the frame. Everything is already moving, everything remains. The day keeps its distance while the sound stays soft and slow. Just a layer passing through me, just enough to let it go. The street stays calm and wide, and quietly moves on. Nothing more is happening, and nothing feels withdrawn. The past stays open as it is, not leading anywhere new. Every sound remains in place, nothing asking me to choose. Air drifts slightly through the space, without a shape to recognize. I don't follow where it settles, I don't look for signs. There's no point I'm moving toward, no place waiting at the end. Everything is already here, and fine the way it's been. No need to arrive, no need to begin. Every moment holds together without pulling me in. The sound stays level with the day, never rising to the front, just a layer in the distance where attention isn't Not too bright and not too low. I let it stay where it lands. I don't need to know. No need to arrive. No reason to stay. Everything keeps its balance as it quietly plays. Time continues without edges. Every minute feels the same. Nothing forming into meaning. Nothing calling out a name. I don't wait for what comes next. I don't hold what slips away. Every sound already fading as another takes its place. No need to arrive, no need to decide. Everything keeps moving gently, side by side. The path stays open as it is, and slowly moves along. Nothing more is happening, and nothing feels wrong. The day moves on without a sign. No change I need to see. Every sound remains in place, exactly where it should be. Air rests lightly in the space, never asking to be felt. I don't notice when it shifts, I don't notice when it settles. There's no moment standing out, no reason to react. Everything just keeps its form without a need to act. Even when nothing happens, the sound remains the same. Every tone stays evenly placed without a call or name. Light spreads thin along the street. Shadows soften as they move. I don't follow where they end. I don't look for something new. The sound stays level with the time. Never close and never far. Just a layer passing quietly, right where the moments are. Even when nothing happens, there's no space left to fill. Everything already balanced, everything is still. No weight inside the seconds, no meaning I should find. Every sound feels loosely held in the open air of time. I don't wait for something else, I don't mark what fades away. Everything continues gently in its own familiar way. Even when nothing happens, the volume stays low, just enough to keep it moving, just enough to let it go. The day moves on without a sign. feels light and open, nothing settled in a rush. Every sound drifts where it fits, never needing to be touched. Light spreads thin along the ground, shadows soften as they pass. I don't follow where they end, I don't ask how long they last. There's no edge inside the moment, no sharp turn I need to see. Everything moves softly here, at the pace it wants to be. Everything moves softly without calling out a name. Every tone already balanced, every part remains the same. The sound stays even with the day, not ahead and not behind, just a layer passing through, keeping gentle time. No weight inside the seconds, no direction I must take. Every sound feels loosely held, never asking me to wake. Everything moves softly, like the air around the street, always present, never closer, never stepping on my feet. Time continues without marks, minutes fold into the next, nothing standing out as more, nothing asking to be kept. I don't wait for something else, I don't hold what fades away. Everything is already moving in its quiet way. Everything moves softly while the volume stays low, just enough to feel it breathing, just enough to let it go. The air feels light and open, and slowly carries on. Nothing more is happening, and nothing feels withdrawn. The sound remains as it is, nothing coming to an end. Every tone already resting where it gently blends. Air moves slowly through the space without a final sign. I don't notice when it shifts, I don't mark the time. There's no moment closing in, no reason to conclude. Everything already moving at a steady open mood. Just let it continue as the hours flow. Every sound already settled, soft and low. The sound stays level with the day, not ahead and not behind, just a layer passing quietly through the open mind. No edge sharp enough to notice, no weight heavy enough to stay. Everything feels loosely held and gently fades away. Just let it continue while the volume stays low. Nothing reaching for attention, nothing asking me to know. Minutes fold into the next without a pause to keep. Everything continues softly, never sinking deep. I don't wait for something else, I don't hold what fades away. Every sound already leaving, as another sound can stay. Just let it continue as the time moves on. Nothing more is happening, and nothing feels wrong. The sound remains as it is, and quietly remains. Every tone stays in its place as time stays the same. The street feels wide and open, nothing closing in around. Every sound remains unclaimed, every step stays on the ground. Air moves through without a mark, leaving nothing in its place. I don't follow where it goes, I don't try to trace its shape. There's no moment to hold on to, no detail I should keep. Everything just passes gently without sinking in too deep. Nothing to hold on to, nothing slipping by. Every sound already fading before I ask it why. Light settles evenly across the quiet view. Nothing standing out as more, nothing feeling new. The sound stays low beside the day, never leading from the front. Just a layer moving evenly where the silence once. No edge sharp enough to notice, no weight heavy enough to stay. Everything feels loosely held and slowly drifts away. Nothing to hold on to, nothing left behind. Every tone already balanced. balanced, every part aligned. Time continues without shape. Minutes fold into the next. Nothing marked is more important. Nothing needing to be kept. I don't wait for something else. I don't try to make it last. Everything is already moving as it quietly passes. Nothing to hold on to while the volume stays low. Just the sound remaining steady as the open moments go. The street feels wide and open and gently carries on. Nothing more is happening and nothing feels withdrawn. The hours settle where they are, not asking to be moved. Every sound remains aligned with a quiet afternoon. Air drifts evenly around without a shift in tone. I don't notice when it passes. I don't feel alone. There's no need to fill the space. No silence left to break. Everything already resting in the shape it takes. Letting the hours sit without a need to change. Every moment stays connected without a sense of range. Light rests softly on the ground. Shadows lose their edge. I don't follow where they end. I don't step beyond the ledge. The sound stays even with the time. Never leading, never late. Just a layer moving gently at a steady open pace. Letting the hours sit while the volume stays low. Nothing reaching for attention. Nothing asking me to know. Minutes fold into the next without a mark delay. Everything keeps moving softly in an unremarked way. I don't wait for something else. I don't hold what fades away. Every sound already leaving as another sound can stay. Letting the hours sit as the day moves on. Nothing more is happening and nothing feels gone. The hours settle where they are and quietly remain. Every sound stays in its place as time moves the same. The space stays open and still. Nothing shifts along the edge. Every sound remains aligned without a need to settle in. Air moves lightly through the day, never warm and never cold. I don't follow where it goes, I don't need to be told. There's no signal in the moment, no change I have to read. Everything already moving at a pace I don't need. Remaining where it is without a reason why. Every tone stays balanced as the hours pass by. Light rests softly on the street. Shadows blur as they appear. I don't turn to watch them fade. I don't need them to be clear. The sound stays level with the time, not ahead and not behind. Just a layer moving gently in the open space of mind. Remaining where it is while the volume stays low. Nothing leaning toward attention, nothing asking me to know. Minutes pass without a mark, every second feels the same. Nothing standing out as more, nothing calling out a name. I don't wait for what comes next, I don't hold what slips away. Everything already present in a calm and steady way. Remaining where it is as the day continues on. Nothing more is happening and nothing feels withdrawn. The space stays open and still and quietly remains. Every sound stays in its place as time moves the same. The air stays clear and wide. Nothing coming in too near. Every sound keeps its distance, always present, always here. Light settles without a trace across the open ground. I don't notice when it shifts, I don't follow where it's found. There's no moment pressing forward, no detail detail pulling tight. Everything remains in place, balanced in the light. Nothing moves too close, nothing falls away. Every tone already settled where it's fine to stay. The sound drifts evenly around, not ahead and not behind. Just a layer passing quietly through the open stretch of time. No weight inside the seconds, no edge I need to feel. Every sound feels loosely held, soft enough to be unreal. Nothing moves too close, nothing calls my name. Everything keeps its position, always nearly the same. Minutes fold into the next without a pause to mark. Everything continues gently from the light into the dark. I don't wait for something else, I don't hold what fades away. Every sound already leaving as another sound can stay. Nothing moves too close while the volume stays low. Just enough to feel it breathe and just enough to let it go. Nothing moves too close while the volume stays low. Just enough to feel it breathe and just enough to let it go. The air stays clear and wide, and quietly goes on. Nothing more is happening, and nothing feels withdrawn. The sound stays where it is, not shifting as I move. Every tone remains aligned with the open view. Air passes through the space without a trace to find. I don't notice when it leaves, I don't notice when it binds. There's no moment pulling forward, no signal asking why. Everything already resting as the hours pass by. The sound stays where it is, never close and never far. Just a layer moving gently right where the moments are. Light spreads thin across the ground, shadows soften as they fall. I don't follow where they end, I don't need to watch at all. The sound stays level with the day, not ahead and not behind. Every second loosely held in the open air of time. No weight inside the minutes, no reason to respond. Every sound already fading as the next one carries on. The sound stays where it is while the volume stays low. Nothing leaning toward attention, nothing asking me to know. Time continues evenly without a marked delay. Everything already moving in a calm and steady way. The sound stays where it is and quietly goes on. Nothing more is happening and nothing feels withdrawn. The air remains consistent, nothing bending out of line. Every sound finds where it fits within the open time. Light rests evenly around, not shifting as it goes. I don't notice when it changes, I don't need to know. There's no pull toward the moment, no reason to react. Everything already moving without a need to act. Quietly staying aligned with the pace of the day. Every tone already balanced in its own steady way. The sound stays just beside me, never leading, never loud. Just a layer passing through like a thin and open cloud. No edge sharp enough to notice, no weight heavy enough to stay. Everything feels loosely held and gently drifts away. Quietly staying aligned while the volume stays low. Nothing reaching for attention, nothing asking me to know. Minutes pass without a mark, seconds fold into the next. Everything continues evenly without a need for context. Something else, every sound already leaving, as another sound can stay. Quietly staying aligned as the time keeps moving on. Nothing more is happening and nothing feels withdrawn. The air remains consistent and softly carries through. Every sound stays in its place as the day moves to. The space remains familiar, nothing shifting in its frame. Every sound stays where it lands, always nearly the same. Air moves softly through the day, without a trace or sign. I don't notice when it passes, I don't feel the time. There's no moment leaning forward, no reason to adjust. Everything already settled in a quiet trust. Nothing changes its place as the hours move along. Every tone remains balanced, never right or wrong. The sound stays level with the light, not ahead and not behind, just a layer drifting gently through the open mind. No weight inside the seconds, no edge I need to feel. Everything feels loosely held, soft enough to be unreal. Nothing changes its place while the volume stays low. Nothing reaching for attention, nothing asking me to know. Minutes fold into the next without a pause to mark. Everything continues gently from the light into the dark. I don't wait for something else, I don't hold what slips away. Every sound already leaving as another sound can stay. Nothing changes its place as the time keeps moving on. Nothing more is happening and nothing feels withdrawn. The space remains familiar and quietly remains. Every sound stays in its place as the day stays the same. The sound stays slightly away, never close enough to lean. Every tone remains in place, soft and unseen. Air moves through the open space without a shape or name. I don't follow where it goes, I don't ask it to remain. There's no pull toward the moment, no details standing out. Everything already balanced without a trace of doubt. Held at a steady distance while the hours pass by. Every sound remains beside me, never asking why. Light settles across the street, not too bright and not too low. I don't notice when it shifts, I let it go. The sound stays level with the day, not ahead and not behind. Just a layer moving evenly through the open time. No weight inside the minutes, no reason to respond. Everything continues softly as it quietly moves on. Held at a steady distance while the volume stays low. Nothing reaching for attention, nothing asking me to know. Seconds fold into the next without a marked delay. Everything already moving in a calm and steady way. Held at a steady distance as the day keeps passing through. Nothing more is happening and nothing feels untrue. Slightly away and quietly remains. Every tone stays in its place as time stays the same. Day unfolds evenly without a point to mark. Every sound stays in its place, from the light into the dark. Air moves softly through the space, never heavy, never thin. I don't notice when it changes, I don't follow where it's been. There's no moment set apart, no reason to compare. Everything already resting in the open air. Nothing needs to stand out, nothing calls my name. Every tone already balanced, nearly just the same. The sound stays level with the time, not ahead and not behind. Just a layer passing quietly through the open mind. No edge sharp enough to notice, no weight heavy enough to stay. everything feels loosely held and gently fades away. Nothing needs to stand out while the volume stays low. Nothing reaching for attention, nothing asking me to know. Minutes fold into the next without a pause to keep. Everything continues softly without sinking deep. I don't wait for something else, I don't hold what slips away. Every sound already leaving as another sound can stay. Nothing needs to stand out as the hours pass along. Nothing more is happening, and nothing feels wrong. The day unfolds evenly and quietly remains. Every sound stays in its place as time stays the same. The space remains open, nothing closing in. Every sound stays lightly placed where it has been. Air moves through without a trace, no mark left behind. I don't notice when it passes, I don't track the time. There's no moment leaning forward, no signal telling me everything already resting where it needs to be. The space remains open as the hours move along. Every tone already balanced, soft and calm and long. The sound stays level with the day, not ahead and not behind. Just a layer drifting gently through the open mind. No weight inside the seconds, no reason to decide. Everything continues evenly, side by side. The space remains open while the volume stays low. Nothing reaching for attention, nothing asking me to know. Minutes fold into the next without a pause to keep. Everything continues softly, never sinking deep. I don't wait for something else, I don't hold what fades away. Every sound already leaving as another sound can stay. The space remains open as the day moves on. Nothing more is happening and withdrawn. The space remains open and quietly remains. Every sound stays in its place as time stays the same. The moment stays in place, not asking to be moved. Every sound remains aligned with the open view. Air drifts quietly around without a shape to hold. I don't notice when it shifts, I don't feel it grow. There's no signal in the distance, no change I need to read. Everything already moving at a steady speed. Nothing pulls the moment forward, nothing holds it back. Every tone already resting on a level track. The sound stays even with the time, not ahead and not behind, just a layer passing quietly through the open mind. No edge sharp enough to notice, no weight heavy enough to stay. Everything feels loosely held and slowly drifts away. Nothing pulls a moment forward while the volume stays low. Nothing reaching for attention, nothing asking me to know. Minutes fold into the next without a pause to mark. Everything continues gently from the light into the dark. Something else, I don't hold what fades away. Every sound already leaving as another sound can stay. Nothing pulls the moment forward as the hours move along. Nothing more is happening and nothing feels wrong. Nothing pulls the moment forward, nothing holds it back. Every tone already resting on a level's wrong. The moment stays in place and quietly remains. Every sound stays in its place as time stays the same. The rhythm stays unbroken, nothing cutting through. Every sound remains connected in the open view. Air moves evenly around, never fast, never slow. I don't notice when it shifts, I just let it go. There's no pause that needs attention, No turn I have to see, everything already moving. Naturally, nothing breaks the flow. As the minutes pass, every tone already settled softly in its path. The sound stays level with the day, not ahead and not behind, just a layer passing quietly through the open mind. No edge sharp enough to notice, no weight heavy enough to stay. Everything feels loosely held and gently drifts away. Nothing breaks the flow. Nothing reaching for attention, nothing asking me to know. Seconds fold into the next without a mark to keep. Everything continues softly, never sinking deep. I don't wait for something else, I don't hold what fades away. Every sound already leaving, as another sound can stay. Nothing breaks the flow. As the hours move along, nothing more is happening and nothing feels wrong. Rhythm stays unbroken and quietly remains. Every sound stays in its place as time stays the same. Steady, nothing leaning to one side. Every tone finds where it fits without a guide. Air moves quietly through the space, no pressure, no demand. I don't notice when it shifts, I don't try to understand. There's no moment standing out, no reason to adjust. Everything already resting in a quiet trust. Everything stays in balance as the hours move along. Every sound already settled, soft and calm. Stays level with the time, not ahead and not behind, just a layer drifting gently through the open mind. No edge sharp enough to notice, no weight heavy enough to stay. Everything feels loosely held and slowly drifts away. Everything stays in balance while the volume stays low. Nothing reaching for attention, nothing asking me to know. Minutes fold into the next left without a pause to keep. Everything continues softly, never sinking deep. I don't wait for something else, I don't hold what fades away. Every sound already leaving as another sound can stay. Everything stays in balance as the day moves on. Nothing more is happening, and nothing feels wrong. Steady and quiet here remains. Every tone stays in its place as time stays the same. The day keeps its shape, nothing bending out of line. Every sound remains aligned with the open time. Air moves lightly through the space, no reason to stay or go. I don't notice when it passes, I don't need to know. There's no moment pulling focus, no detail standing clear. Everything already resting where it feels near. The day keeps its shape as the hours pass by. Every tone already balanced, never asking why. The sound stays level with the light, not ahead and not behind. Just a layer drifting quietly through the open mind. No weight inside the seconds, no edge I need to feel. Everything feels loosely held, soft and real. The day keeps its shape while the volume stays low. Nothing reaching for attention, nothing asking me to know. Minutes fold into the next without a mark to keep. Everything continues softly, never sinking deep. I don't wait for something else, I don't hold what fades away. Every sound already leaving as another sound can stay. The day keeps its shape as the time moves on. Nothing more is happening, and nothing feels wrong. The day keeps its shape and quietly remains. Every sound stays in its place as time stays the same. View remains unchanged, nothing sharpening the scene. Every sound stays lightly placed, somewhere in between. Air moves quietly around without a defined shape. I don't notice when it shifts, I don't try to escape. There's no details standing out, no focus pulling near. Everything already resting without needing to be clear. Nothing needs to be clear as the hours pass. Every tone already balanced softly in its path. The sound stays level with the time, not ahead and not behind, just a layer drifting quietly through the open mind. No edge sharp enough to notice, no weight heavy enough to stay. Everything feels loosely held and gently fades away. Nothing needs to be clear while the volume stays low. Nothing reaching for attention, nothing asking me to know. Minutes fold into the next without a pause to keep. Everything continues softly, never sinking deep. I don't wait for something else, I don't hold what slips away. Every sound already leaving as another sound can stay. Nothing needs to be clear as the day moves on. Nothing more is happening and nothing feels wrong. All of you remains unchanged and quietly remains. Every sound stays in its place as time stays the same. The sound arrives quietly, never stepping to the front. Every tone already placed exactly where it wants. Air moves gently through the space without a need to show. I don't notice when it shifts, I just let it flow. There's no moment asking more, no signal calling out. Everything already settled without a doubt. Nothing asks for attention as the hours move along. Every sound remains connected, soft and calm. The sound stays level with the time, not ahead and not behind, just a layer drifting quietly through the open mind. No edge sharp enough to notice, no weight heavy enough to stay. Everything feels loosely held and gently fades away. Nothing asks for attention attention while the volume stays low. Nothing reaching for a moment, nothing asking me to know. Minutes fold into the next without a pause to keep. Everything continues softly, never sinking deep. I don't wait for something else, I don't hold what slips away. Every sound already leaving as another sound can stay. Nothing asks for attention as the day moves on. Nothing more is happening, nothing feels wrong. The sound arrives quietly and gently remains. Every tone stays in its place as time stays the same. The sound blends in without a line to cross. Every tone already resting without a cost. Air moves softly through the space, no signal to respond. I don't notice when it shifts, I let it carry on. There's no moment taking shape, no recognize. Everything already moving at a neutral size. The sound blends in as the hours pass. Every layer stays connected, nothing meant to last. The sound stays level with the time, not ahead, just a layer passing quietly through the open mind. No weight inside the seconds, no reason to react. Everything feels loosely held and gently drifts back. The sound blends in while the volume stays low. Nothing reaching for attention, nothing asking me to know. Minutes fold into the next without a pause to keep. Everything continues softly, never sinking deep. I don't wait for something else, I don't hold what fades away. Every sound already leaving as another sound can stay. The sound blends in as the day moves on. Nothing more is happening and nothing feels wrong. The moment arrives quietly, without a sound to mark. Every tone already resting in the open dark. Air moves evenly around, no change I need to trace. I don't notice when it shifts, I don't try to place. There's no question in the motion, no answer I should find. Everything already moving at a steady line. Nothing needs a reason as the hours go. Every sound already settled, soft and low. The sound stays level with the time, not ahead and not behind, just a layer passing gently through the open mind. No weight inside the seconds, no edge I need to feel. Everything feels loosely held, soft and real. Nothing needs a reason while the volume stays low. Nothing reaching for attention, nothing asking me to know. Minutes fold into the next without a pause to keep. Everything continues softly, never sinking deep. I don't wait for something else, I don't hold what fades away. Every sound already leaving as another sound can stay. Nothing needs a reason as the day moves on. Nothing more is happening and nothing feels wrong. Quietly and gently remains. Every sound stays in its place as time stays the same. Light stays where it falls, not shifting as I move. Every sound remains aligned with the open view. Air passes through the space without a change in tone. Nothing asking for attention, nothing pulling me along. There's a steadiness around me that doesn't need a shape. Every moment feels connected without a sense of pace. Staying in the same light where nothing needs to rise. Every sound already balanced before it reaches my mind. The day unfolds without weight, no marker in the hours. Everything keeps moving gently at a pace that isn't ours. I hear the sound beside the time, never leading, never late. Just a layer resting evenly where it's fine to wait. Staying in the same light while the volume stays low. Nothing stepping to the front, nothing asking me to know. Shadows soften as they pass. across the quiet ground. I don't follow where they end, I stay with where they're found. Define this space, no meaning to assign. Everything is already here, everything aligned. Staying in the same light as the minutes move along. Nothing more is happening and nothing feels wrong. Stays where it falls and quietly goes on. Every sound remains in place as the day moves.